Professor Pamela Naidoo is back again with us in studio, and we're continuing our focus on matters of the heart. Now, last time she was here, we chatted about the goodness of Jungle Oats, and today we're shifting our focus to the goodness of Jungle Oat Bran, a versatile product that is low in sodium and makes for a perfect high-fiber supplement for any meal. And it's great to have you back again with us, Professor.
Thank you. It's lovely to be back.
And of course, a concern for all of us as South Africans, cholesterol. It is on the rise at the moment throughout the country. Is there any indication or medical research that shows what the primary cause or the culprit is? Is it just people being lazy, or is there a lot more to it than that?
Yes, there's a lot more to it than that. You can say if you put a formula to it, 30% is due to perhaps genetic inheritance. So whether you like it or not, you'll be sort of predisposed to a higher cholesterol level than someone else. But 70% is lifestyle, which means that primarily it's how you eat, what you eat. And if you eat all the wrong things, the bad fats, high sugar content, high salt, and so on, it will actually start to clog up your arteries.
Yeah.
And so as your blood's sort of flowing through your heart, it literally clogs up your heart.
Yeah.
And so, yes, because of the unhealthy lifestyles, cholesterol levels have increased.
Yes. So let's focus on that a little bit,
Yeah.
the lifestyle aspects that we could possibly change. Which do you recommend we should tackle first, and perhaps are the easiest for the average Joe to start off with? And is it ever too late to start?
No, it's never too late to start. I think that perhaps for parents who are watching, you know, it's nice to start your children off with a healthy lifestyle. But if you've already passed that stage, then it's actually not that difficult, because it's simple. You eat well, so you stay away from all the things I've talked about now, high fat content, high sugar, high salt. Then you combine that with physical activity. And no, I'm not saying exercise. So you don't have to get into a gym. Just keep moving.
Yeah, so
right?
a good brisk walk.
Yeah.
Or perhaps, let's say, if you have children, go and play some football or rugby with them, run around a little bit. Just be active.
Yeah. So I think the key is it's focus on the factors that you can change.
Yes.
So it's your eating habits, your physical activity, decrease your alcohol level. But there's one risk factor which you actually, it's zero. And that's tobacco smoking.
Yes.
You should not be smoking.
Eliminate that 100%.
You should eliminate that 100%.
Yes.
So actually, we should be going for a smoke-free generation.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, last time you were around here, we spoke about the benefits of Jungle Oats. And as I said earlier on, we're focusing on Jungle Oat Bran as a product.
Sure.
So what kind of health benefits does it hold? Are they similar to Jungle Oats?
Yes, it is similar, except that it's actually more versatile, because you can, you know, not just make your lovely, delicious muffins with them, but you can also put it into soups and stews, and you can sprinkle it on your morning breakfast bowl of fruit.
Yes.
So it's, you know, it's really versatile. But I think the important thing is I think that, you know, people are tempted to add sugar to Jungle Oats. You should rather add honey and spice it with cinnamon, and you know. So, but the benefits are that it is low in sodium, salt,
yes,
low in sugar, and fats.
Yeah.
So it's really the ideal product to be having in your diet, and it's also whole grain.
Yes.
So it's not processed food. It's not refined grains. It's already it's been milled so many times, and they add unnatural products to it. Whole grain is a very wholesome product.
Yeah, and of course, I think if you're very inventive and very creative with it, as with Jungle Oat Bran right now, there are so many ways in which you can flavor it. Like when you are preparing it as a breakfast porridge, you don't necessarily, as you said, have to add a sugar, and maybe not even add honey. You could add something like a fruit, like a banana, which itself has sugar in it, or glucose in it, so that provides that flavor that we all want. So experimenting with different forms of it is really helpful.
Yeah, and it's also because, you know, you can actually train yourself to taste less of the sugar.
Yes.
And after a while, your taste buds get used to it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Just quickly, just to get back to the lifestyle changes, I feel like that is a big part of our lives in which we can make a big difference.
Sure.
And when it comes to physical activity, you said you don't need to go to the gym.
Sure.
But when you are engaging in physical activity on a daily basis, how intense does that physical activity have to be? Does your heart rate need to get to a certain level in order to burn enough calories to affect your cholesterol? How does that work?
Yes, so basically, I think intensity is important in particular age groups. So as one ages, I would say beyond the age of 35, 40, you should have bouts of high intensity activity. But then it's also a bit of a catch-22 because you should be cautious not to, be prone to injuries and so on.
Of course.
So it's always nice to get some guidance if you can, if you have that ability, if you're going into a gym or so and so on. But it's so simple because it's literally if you watch what you eat during the course of the day, okay, and you just, you will obviously have to read about it, but to have a quick calorie count, say of an adult of average weight and height, about 2,000 calories. You should just...
Intake.
Yeah, your intake. And so if you your activity helps to stabilize and maintain that, it's okay. But I think that it's as simple as intake versus output.
Yeah.
And your energy level.
Yeah.
It's just to combat those increasing calories that you've put in during the day.
Yeah.
So the intensity does help. But we also, I think, the aerobic and anaerobic activities. So sometimes you don't have to be running intensely. If you do muscle training, or weight training, your muscles are also
Activates
burning
that part
out.
of it.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
there's various ways.
And I guess a good thing that it's never too late to start with those little ones.
Absolutely.
Do start them off early and make those healthy changes in your life and start today. And with something as versatile as Jungle Oat Bran, which you can use in baking to make smoothies, you can sprinkle it into your salads or stews, or just turn it into a simple porridge for breakfast. Saying yes to your health and making it a priority is so much easier. So go right ahead and put it on your shopping list.
South Africa's original oat champion now has a range of nutritious, delicious muesli. New Jungle Muesli, available in an exciting variety of flavors.